Okay, this is going to be the second video in the series on WCA competitions. So this is going to be preparing for your competition. I remember my first competition, I wasn't entirely sure what to bring. I thought maybe bring all of my cubes, maybe bring barely any of my cubes. What you really want to do is bring the cubes that you're going to need. Bringing all of your cubes may sound good, but there is always a slight chance that you're going to get one of them stolen or taken from you. And this is not a good thing. I've never had a cube actually stolen from me, because I've always been extremely cautious about letting people borrow my cubes, for most of the time. But yeah, preparing for the competition, don't bring all of your cubes. Just bring the ones that you need, the ones that you're going to be using officially, and maybe a backup cube for each event. So maybe you're doing 2x2, 3x3, and 4x4. Maybe bring the actual 2x2 that you're going to use, maybe a backup. So that way when you're not solving officially and your cube is being scrambled, you have a cube to practice on. So yeah, that's for cubes. For like equipment, generally just bring a stack mat timer, just a timer. Don't bring a mat because they will take up a lot of space. Bringing lube, definitely bring some lube. Don't bring all of your lube though. Bring a screwdriver and a blade or something like that. I generally bring a box cutter. I don't know where it is, but yeah, I bring that because it helps me take the center caps off. And I bring a screwdriver to competitions because generally people always need those things. So those are what you should bring for the competition. For actual other things like reading the regulations. This is on the World Cubing Association website. Read the entire thing. I know it's very long, but chances are you're going to find so many things that you never knew before. And this can be done like the night before a competition. I mean, if you have like 30 minutes to an hour to just like sit down and read it, then it's definitely gonna be worth it because you may get a +2 the next day. And if you would have read the regulations, you would have known that you could have avoided it. Another thing is practicing on a stack mat. I've known so many people that go to a competition and they've never practiced on one of these. And they show up and they're like, how do I use one of these? And, you know, you have to teach them that, you know, you have to put both hands on the timer and wait for the green light to start. So, I mean, if you can't buy a stack mat timer, then it doesn't really matter, but it's just a really good thing to like have. Even if it's a QJ timer, they're pretty good to have because you can actually practice what a real competition would be like, and your times will be more accurate. Another thing, do not learn a ton of algs the night before the competition. Learning full OLL when you only know 2-look in like 2 days before the competition is not a good idea. You will be sitting there for like 10 seconds trying to remember the OLL, and it's not going to be good. And your times will suffer because of it. And yeah, so another thing is you're going to want to bring money for, you know, buying cubes if you want to, and like lunch and food and other stuff. Stickers, you are going to need to check your stickers. I have a couple cubes that I would pretty much say are not competition legal just because of their cubes, and I will go check one right now. So these 2 cubes I would say aren't competition legal. First of all, this red sticker right here is extremely bad. And if you just had it like this, you can obviously tell that this sticker is different from any of the other ones. So I would say this cube is not competition legal. And then another one like this, where this piece is just kind of like rounded, I guess, and you know, some of the other stickers are bad. So definitely check your stickers. If they are not good, get CubeSmith stickers or the Cubicle stickers or whatever, make sure they get to your house before the competition, because you're gonna need them and you may not be able to use your cube. Also, don't try some crazy fluorescent set if you're not used to it. If you've been using normal set the entire time, just use normal and then try experimenting after the competition. Let's see, reading the regulations, just some more tips. At competitions, there's going to be a lot of cubes, and a lot of people are going to be like letting you try their cubes and stuff. Don't try too many cubes, because sometimes you'll get used to those cubes, and then when you go back to your own cube, you are totally thrown off. It's kind of like the same effect if you get a brand new Rubik's brand and it turns like crap, and then you go to like a Zanchi or something and your Zanchi is just way too fast. You cannot control it. It's the same thing. Like that's gonna happen a lot, and sometimes I've done bad in competitions just because of that, and you generally don't want to do that. Yeah, that's about it for this video, and the next one is going to be episode 3.